Assalamualaikum guys and good morning. My name is Farhan and today we're going to review sheet metal lab. So before you enter the lab, you must scan this QR code. You must scan this QR code to enter the lab. So let's go.
My name is Isra.
My name is Dana.
Hi, my name is Clarence. So before we start, I want to explain the objective of our video today. So the first objective is to understand and apply safety measure in workshop. Second is to teach how to use machine and apparatus properly and correctly in workshop. And lastly is this video is to teach the importance of sustainable practice in workshop.
Okay. So first, before we enter our class, right, in order for us to obey the safety regulation of the workshop, we must wear the factory jacket first. Due to its long sleeve, it can protect us from sharp edges or any materials that can harm our skin. And last but not least is our safety boots. This bad boy over here, it has so thick of a texture, it can prevent us from any sharp edges if we step on it. So basically it's thick enough to protect our feet from injuries. So let's move on to the improper tire for the workshop.
Let's start off with other factors of safety in this workshop lab. So, as you know, we must have ventilation in this workshop in order for us to breathe properly while doing our work. This prevents us from suffocating. That's why these garage doors must be open at all times when we are in this workshop lab. As for sustainability measures, make sure that the electricities are always switched off when we are done using this workshop lab.
So now, make sure you climb the sheet metal that you want to drill, and you must adjust the position to drill at the point that you want to drill the sheet metal. And so yeah, right, done. So now alright, so I'm going to tell you what not to do while using the machine. So, do not leave it running and after you use it, and you must clean the metal that you have drilled. Make sure everybody else after this can use it. So that's all from me.
Hey, so now I want to show you how to use shear cutting machine. So before you using this machine, you have to scan this QR code first. So this machine is basically to cut the metal sheet. So this is my metal sheet that I had marked a line on it. So before I use this machine, I want to ask my friend to setting this metal sheet first so that it align with the leg.
Okay, so first and foremost, before we actually look at this mark over here, right, we need to make sure that the holder over here is properly lift up so we can put this sheet metal inside the machine. So once we done that, we need to properly align the sheet metal into the blade tip of this shear cutting machine. So once we have aligned it, they're done. And my friend over here, he will demonstrate it how to actually cut using the shear cutting machine.
See, after we done setting this metal sheet, I will press this one down. Oh, before that, please make sure that there's no hand around this machine. For example, like this, please don't put your hand around this to avoid the injuries during cutting this metal sheet. So now after it's clear, you can press this machine down. take the metal sheet, I want to lift this level up so that I can take this one, and I will pick up the metal sheet that I had cut. So here it is.
Hi guys, so now I'm going to show you how to use the folding machine. Before using this machine, please scan this QR code in order to record the usage of this folding machine. So, the first thing we have to do is to align the line on the sheet metal with the tip of this machine. Then, clamp the sheet metal down with the tip of the machine. Make sure that no fingers is under the tip of machine to prevent any broken fingers from happening. As you can see, after it is clamped down, now we should carefully lift up the handles of this folding machine to bend the sheet metal. As I'm lifting up this handle, please make sure that no one is standing at the back of the way to prevent any head injuries from happening. So now I shall bend the sheet metal according to this desired angle. After bending, I should put the handles down slowly back to its original place. Now unclamp the sheet metal from the tip of the machine. So this is the final product of the sheet bending.
Okay, now I have been talking about safety over and over again for the entire session. So now let's talk about sustainability. So what is sustainability? Sustainability is a social goal that involves meeting the needs of the present without compromising the ability of the future generation to meet their own needs. So basically, we want to prevent any of the stuff that we have done right now, and so that the future generation, or basically the future student, they can use the same thing or without any kind of waste. So there's some sustainability that we can apply to the workshop. So first and foremost is responsible consumption, which is basically recycling. So just now, right, you guys have seen my friend. He was cutting one of the machine. He was cutting one of the metals using the shear cutting machine. So this is the example of the waste right now that he have made through the shear cutting machine. So what do we do with this waste? Do we just throw it away, or can we still use it for future usage? So instead of throwing this metals that we have produced, we go to have its own bin, basically recycling bin. So this one is for scrap metal waste only, and this one is timber waste only. So where do we put all these three metal over here? The scrap metal or the timber waste? To the scrap metal only. So once we put it here, now we can see that these metals, it can be reused again or recycled for the future student to use. So the next one is composting. So what is composting? Composting is like reducing the waste that we have made. So after we have used the materials that we have cut through, there will be remaining. So how do we prevent the remaining materials from occur? So we need to measure it properly using the vernier calipers and the L ruler. And also we can use it. We can measure or we can mark the metals using scraper or using markers. So with that, we can prevent waste of materials. So that is one way of us to sustain in the workshop.